All of Nigerians in South Africa, please pack and go. Pack and go before we touch you guys. We are about to touch you guys. Please go back home now. We no longer want you here. Oh.
South Africa versus Nigeria battle is like a clash of the titans. Sit calmly, take a deep breath. Let's get into it. I have already said it clearly that I am not defending illegal immigration, but against the violence, the looting and attacks on innocent foreigners and their businesses in South Africa, whether legal or illegal, in that manner. No.
It's enough. Severe relationship with South Africa. Severe complete relationship with South Africa.
The Nigerian government demanded compensation for its citizens who were forcibly out of South Africa, leaving behind their businesses and all that.
So this repatriation is not going to end just taking people to Nigeria. We are going to systematically follow up on those information given to us. And I told them to be very accurate with what they are going to give, because we are going to work with the South African government with that, with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the police, to get the exact location of all these businesses and shops, and properties, and presented it to the South African government for possible compensation, because we will not allow the properties, the labor that people have suffered to build over the years to just go down the drain or be taken over by some people.
Which is understandable as long as they have vital documents backing their businesses back in South Africa. So when this issue of compensate our citizens came out, a minister at the presidency of South African government, Honorable Nshavini, responded.
In South Africa, property rights are guaranteed by the law. If you own a property in South Africa, it's registered. If it's a house, it's registered with the deeds register, Office of the Deeds Register. If you own a car, it's registered in the INAT system. If you own a business, it's registered with the CIPC. If you're renting offices, they're registered with landlords. But we'll be interested to know where the drug dens of Nigerians are. So they can show us where they've been holding the drugs, so that we can clean the drugs in South Africa quite urgently.
Wait, was this actually an official response from the presidency of South Africa government, or it was just her own opinion on that matter? Anyway, so this was the same response that triggered the first man on earth from the Garden of Eden to Nigeria, North State of Edo, the #1 man who has always been vocal about these xenophobia attacks on Nigerian citizens in South Africa. Adams.
My name is Adams Aliu Shumale. I represent the great people of Edo North in Edo State. I rise to move the following comments by a South African minister to the effect that compensation will not be paid to those Nigerians whose properties were looted, shop burnt, and even life taken, but the government of Nigeria reciprocate by appropriating the profit accruing from South Africa shares in all South Africa companies in Nigeria, including their banks, IBCT, that the money be seized are used to pay Nigerians. Take it into account.
The battle has just begun. South African ministers versus Nigeria journalists. Ireti Bakar Yusuf.
No, they will call for the hand.
That's fine. I put my hand up.
I'm going to appeal to you again.
I am being...
To respect me as the Minister of the Republic of South Africa. Please. You are here to interact with us. Please be appealing to you.
Now, when you disrupt us while we are answering your question, it's not...
Relax, calm down, or... Relax, or... The officer looks like he was not just physically angry at the journalists, but also psychologically and physiologically angry at the journalists. Bro, hey, see how he was showing his hand? Hey. That was at the South Africa Interministerial Committee briefing on migration. Then, the Honorable Minister of Justice and Constitutional Development of South Africa, Mmamoloko Kubayi, clashes with Ireti Bakari Yusuf. Woman to woman is always like this. But trust me, the journalists never intended to disrespect the Minister of Justice, Mmamoloko Kubayi. Not at all. Mmamoloko Kubayi is one of my favorite South African ministers. Trust me, because of her first stand on the attacks of foreigners in South Africa. Because I remember in one of her press briefing, she condemned the actions of the March and Foreigners Must Go movement. Their action, the way their action is terribly affecting businesses in South Africa and the international relationship and all that. You see, and she also warned and reminded the leaders of the protesters of the Gathering Act and promised to bring justice for any damage or casualty or whatever damage caused after all the marches and protests that they are doing.
Want to also remind the participants of this protest that the Gatherings Act imposes a liability for all damages arising from gatherings or demonstrations on those who organize them.
Aside that, Mmamoloko Kubayi is a very humble woman, very respectful. And I think that's why she felt disrespected. Trust me, Mommy, she did not disrespect you. The journalist was only interactively pushing you as part of her work because you are the center of hope for all the innocent foreigners and their businesses in South Africa. A lot of people are hurt in South Africa during this Foreigners Must Go something. And a lot of people are crying for justice. People are crying for help. And you are the center of everything. You are the Minister of Justice. And I know you can do it. So, Honorable, just do it. I am not putting all South Africans in one basket. But trust me, those marching and saying we are taking over our jobs, some of them are not serious. And they should not be the ones to destroy the long-term diplomatic relationship that South Africa has with other countries, other African countries or other international countries and all that. Some of them have successfully taken over their jobs, but see what is happening. Eating customers' food that you have to deliver to. And I have said it that sometimes I just pity and I cry for the employers. March, what's up? It is what it is. Anyway, I want to use this opportunity to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of Jaden Adams, the Bafana player who passed away. May his soul rest in perfect peace. It's one Africa, one people, no hate, one love. We are the voice of the voiceless. Please drop your opinion in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more updates. I'm out.